Okay, so this is a very kind of important video for me, or big video, because I have actually managed to get a sponsor. One by One sent me this all the way from California. I think it's from California anyway. But yeah, they wanted me to do a unboxing and review of this turntable. They let me pick. They had a bunch of different options on their website, but I went with this one just because I thought it looks like a nice kind of like retro-y looking design. I love like the grill on the front of it with the 1x1 in the italics kind of like writing. It looks kind of like a you know, like a car grill, like a vintage car grill. Yeah, I thought it looked pretty cool. But yeah, it's an all-in-one player, which I know normally is kind of like a big no-no, but I have actually seen some pretty good reviews for it for being an all-in-one player. And you also, you know, you can always hook up external speakers to these things, so the fact that it's an all-in-one doesn't really bother me much. I'm probably just going to use it as like a downstairs player. But yeah, let's get into this thing. So, my trusty Stanley. There we go. Pop these to the side. Ooh, baby. Get up. Come on. Okay. The box can go. Nice and simple and easy. Oh god, I dropped. Oh god. Right, so I've got the counterweight. That's another good thing actually I did see about this one. A lot of all-in-one players, as long as I feel like they've got a counterweight, oh no, I've got a problem. This is the plug socket, and it's Americana flavored. Luckily, I have lived in America for a brief couple of periods of time, and I'm pretty sure I've got an adapter plug, so that actually shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, as I was saying, the fact that this thing comes with like a counterweight for me though is a big bonus. I mean, if a record player, as long as it's got built-in speakers, as long as you can hook up external speakers to it at some point down the line, I see it as being a good option. If it's got inbuilt speakers and there's like, it also doesn't have a counterweight, then that's a big no-no. I think the counterweight is a much worse offender than these speakers, built-in speakers, but yeah. This is the lid. It's nice and smoky. Wow, this really is just an all-in-one, just pre-set up. Oh yeah, I've got the plate here as well with the 1x1 logo, which was in the bottom of the box. This thing's been on a journey and there we go. Don't know how well you can see that there. I haven't even looked at the front of it myself yet. Ooh, that is nice. Here's the back. As you can see, it's got the red and white cableage, so you can put external speakers on this thing. I'm going to listen actually to it without the speakers on. I'm going to listen to it with the built-in speakers. I'm going to listen to it connected up to my setup here. And then the other reason I wanted to get this one is because it's also got just an auxiliary in and out. And I want to see if I can connect it up to a Sonos speaker as well, because if I can get this thing to play on a Sonos speaker, then that would actually be really interesting for me to hear. So I'm definitely gonna have a look now at getting this thing set up, and then afterwards I will give my thoughts and my opinions. But yeah, cheers. Hello, so I'm finally back. This I believe is fully set up. I haven't actually listened to it yet. I mean, it was just completely idiot proof to the point where I kind of tricked myself into thinking that I'd made a mistake when I hadn't. So literally it just says to clip the lid on, which is easy enough to do. Then you literally just put the metal platter on, make sure the red tab thing is facing by where the belt is. Pull that back, kind of chivvy it around to the side, let go of it so that the belt is wrapped around. It's quite nice actually to have this as a belt player, but the belt is actually hidden. And then it literally is just as simple as you just twist on the weight, take the cap off, and then balancing the actual arm was where I thought I kept going wrong, but I literally wasn't. There's like numerous attempts of me trying to do this, but it's just because I literally got it right the first time I tried. But it was so simple to do that I thought I made a mistake. I was like, no, that can't possibly be it. And then it wasn't until I was like doubting myself so much that I got out my weight, and when I actually weighed it, it was like just slightly over the tracking force which this needle tracks out, which is like 3.5 grams of pressure. So it was actually dead simple to set up, and then just some very minute slight adjustments and I managed to get it bang on 3.5. Tracking force is all set, it's all plugged in, but yeah, I'm gonna chuck a record on here. As I said, I want to try out this speaker, this lovely display speaker, and then I also want to see if I can connect it up to my actual unit with my Sony speakers. And then I maybe at some point would like to try and connect the auxiliary up to a Sonos Sonos speaker as well. So I'm going to try that, but for now I just want to hear what these sound like and if I can get it connected up to everything else. I'm going to go with Big Thief because it's a nice... When it's highly detailed, it sounds brilliant. It's an album that I feel gets amplified by the fact that it's played on vinyl, so I'd be quite interested to hear what this sounds like. And this is quite a good pressing as well. Okay, that just actually blew away my expectations. Like, I genuinely was not expecting it to sound that good at all. The main downside of having speakers built into the player is the vibrations, but the one thing I did notice about this player is that the entire, like all of these components are all on a very nice kind of like spring thing here, so it's almost like they've separated the actual speaker and this unit from everything that's kind of going to interfere with the vibrations when the music is playing. And that must clearly be working because that sounded absolutely amazing. Like, that sounded clear as anything. Like, even the ambient noises in the background of the actual track then just sounded so good. Now I'm going to try and connect it up now to my actual speaker system and see if I can get it to play through that as well.
These things that lonely ones do, baby, that's what I'm here for. I'll take care and make all your wishes come true if you want to. Do you want to?
Okay, I got it to work. Started playing up. It plays back with both this and these speakers, and it will, but I just got to keep this down really low. And then, yeah, it's playing through these speakers now on this set. It's quite a good way actually to check the sound.
And pressing his head to my temple, his head was a temple that lives like sugar daddy lives like sugar.
Here we go. This is like the ultimate, I would say, coffee shop music. One of these, the social club. I mean, it transfers really well to the speakers that I've got as well. Okay, so final thoughts on the player in general, and I still can't believe how actually good it sounds. Like, just it's built in. Like, I was literally expecting to play it and just be like, yeah, it's built-in speakers, pretty alright, but you know, yeah, as soon as you can upgrade to external speakers to use with it. But after seeing how it's made as well, like I said, with the whole how spring-loaded and separate this seems to genuinely be from the actual main unit. Like, even if I'm just like tapping away at this, and I'm not really seeing much movement in like the tone arm or anything like that. So they've done a really good job in, you know, tackling the main issue with external speakers, which is, you know, if this is playing in here, this fella here is jumping up and down. That's you know, the simplified version of why external speakers are bad. And as I've said as well in the unpacking, the fact that it's got the counterweight to it as well, so you can adjust how much tracking force you're using on a record is only going to help. And obviously I had a problem with the adapter, but you know, this is available on UK websites as well. It was just the marketing team that sent me this were American, so it was shipped from America. That's the only reason I had the adapter problem. Thanks for watching. Thank you again, One by One, for sending me this thing over. I'm definitely going to keep using it. As I said previously, I'm probably going to move my Florence record player back for being in my room, and then I'm probably going to set this up like downstairs or something, because I have wanted a nice record player for downstairs listening as well.